Hello there everybody, this is Virusrahl bringing to you another game of me playing on the ladder. Bronze level play. So let's get this guy started up here, up on my YouTube channel. Alright, so introducing our players, we have Virusrahl as a Terran in the top left hand corner, and in the bottom right we have Jimmithy, our Protoss player. Good luck, have fun, goes down for both teams, and what league are you in? Getting myself a bronze, having a little chit chat. I am starting to play very well in the ladder. I do have the 1-1-1 build down a little bit better, especially since my last game, which was about 4 or 5 games ago that I did cast. I decided to move out a lot quicker more recently, and this was a game that kind of showcased maybe not some great mechanics in the beginning, but some good decision making and some poor decision making for both players. So we have a nice early scout going out for Jimmithy. Sour about being gold at one point, going down to silver, facing bronze people. So we have his pylon going down here. Is he going to start boosting out any more probes? Let's take a look. We'll keep that up there. Putting down the early refinery for myself right before the barracks. Unfortunately, I was spending minerals poorly, queuing up SCVs rather than building a barracks out. Had there been any early aggression from this Protoss, I might have been some sort of issues, especially with this mineral deficit going down. But the barracks are starting to go up, and we had the gateway going down for Jimmithy. I got the APM up there. That's not as important as the production, is it? So we do have the gateway going down, we have the barracks going down, XCV in pro production, and we do have the assimilator finally going down for Jimmithy, starting to get his gas, going on a single assimilator right there. His probe finally makes his way into my base, and I just start scouting at the 2.5 minute mark. A little bit slow for myself, but we will see what's going on here. Alright, so his probe's going around, getting a nice little count of my SCVs. Seeing if there's anything else on my base other than just my barracks at this point. He sees that I'm very slow, so depending on whether or not he wanted to punish me about that, that definitely could have happened. So I was a little worried that he might steal this Vespian geyser. It would have thrown me off completely, walling that probe in and starting to produce a marine for myself. Jimmithy's not producing any zealot. He's seeing that I did not have any sort of marines out. That actually is a good call. That way then he could save up his minerals to decide if he wanted to start his warp gate technology, which might be good. That might go down at any given time. He has an early Twilight Council though, super early, before even warp gate technology started to go up, and we finally have that going down. I wouldn't particularly agree with that, because if you're going to have any kind of upgrades or any kind of like tech upgrade with that, you're going to want to keep at least producing some kind of defense, some kind of just like, people in your base. I saw that he didn't even have a zealot in here. I thought this was a zealot at first. I was kind of started backing off, and I was like, oh, it's just a probe. And I see that he had his second assimilator going down with his Twilight Council. I'm thinking to myself, it's not going to be it's too much gas for blink, so I was pretty concerned about DTs, and once I kind of got my head wrapped around that, which should be any second now, I was too busy focusing on my 1-1-1 build. I decided to go for an engineering bay even before my starport. I did not want any kind of like DT work to come inside my base. I was really concerned about any kind of like non-vision going in here. Stopping my SCV production, which is not good. Starting to put it back up, queuing up a little bit, and constantly producing marines off this one barrack, and just upgrading for the 1-1-1 build, just for myself. Moving in a lot quicker, especially from the last game, I do believe, where I had 2 banshees going out. Now I really feel comfortable going out with one. It becomes a lot less of a wow, I need this to do some damage, as to me just being like, okay, I did some damage, it's doing a good job, I don't need to worry about about really paying it back, because I'm going to pay it back. The Vespian and the minerals if I also not one Banshee. So don't overcommit with anything like that is what I'm just trying to say. And I got the Banshee in production finally. We have Zealot Leg Charge coming in for the Twilight Council. So it looks like he might be, I'm not sure if he's going to try to do a Dark Templar rush or if he's trying to do a Zealot Archon build. But as of right now, he's really producing, and you need to get these weight terminal work it. There you go. And I started to get the cloak down for the Banshee. It's going to be a little bit late, but that's quite alright. I'll move the Banshee out a little bit earlier, especially when there's only one of them. So, what we see here is a, oh, is the Dark Shrine going down yet? No, we do have a pylon going down. What we do see here, though, is that if you're going to start with a, with this early upgrade, with a Zealot leg speed, be sure to be constantly producing Zealots. I really don't agree with him getting this upgrade super fast, and for him to have it right in the base, especially when I'm scouting. I waited to kill off his probe before I even started doing the factory. As we see from my point of view, I basically see most or all of his base, like what he had, and I kind of could see what he's doing, a double gas, he's getting 3 gates. I figured it's going to be a Dark Templar rush. I didn't see any robo going down, but for him, all he saw was that I had a barracks going up, and you need to be a little bit more actively scouting about that. He didn't have anything outside of his base, and I have the Banshee moving down here while my cloak is finishing, and because I have that early engineering bay, I decided to go for a infantry level weapons upgrade. If you decide to ever build a building to produce something like a detector unit, like a photon cannon, or a missile turret, then be sure to at least use that to your advantage. Don't just leave the building there. Have it producing, especially things like upgrades. There's no reason for you to just kind of let the upgrades go. So I'm starting to micro around this Banshee a little bit. Still no detection from the Protoss player Jimmithy, and not even a forge going down. He sees this Banshee, he knows it's here, doing absolutely nothing to stop it. Took the probes off the line for a long time, and in my base I'm starting to build a command center and starting to build a Raven for the detection for the DTs as I see the Dark Templar Shrine going down there. So the Banshee's just going to keep on going here. About to move out a little bit. The energy is starting to decrease, but I'm doing a lot of damage, and there's really nothing that he can do to stop me right now. And that's because he had no detection, he had no forge. If you're going to do something like this, be sure to, I guess what I'm trying to say here is that he went for a mid-game push, like the tech for it, but he didn't have the units to defend. He didn't have the detection for something so simple as one Banshee came in his base and really took him out. Even if he did decide to, if he got rid of this Banshee, or if I had to pull this Banshee out, I would have had a infantry level 1 upgrade. I would have had detection with my Raven, and I would have had my siege tanks coming out and everything, with all these Marines kind of barreling down his throat with the upgrade. So a good game for me. I'm really happy about it, and at the 9.5 minute mark, I basically won the game. But I got the Banshee out about 3 minutes earlier than I have been doing, so it's really awesome to kind of be wow, I'm just doing this so well. Not to brag, but it's nice to see your own growth. And for Jimmithy, if you do see this, it was a good game. I'm sorry you rage quit out, but be sure to have a beginning build, and make sure to have a beginning aggression. I saw you started to move out with the aggression a little bit later than you should have, but it was a really good idea. Just be sure to make that a mid-game idea and not so much an early game, because as you see, just one unit came in and completely decimated the base and decimated the game. And even if you did decide to push with your Dark Templars an all-in, had a missile turret, baby. So do a little bit, keep active on your scouting. Doing a good job for me. Happy about that. And be sure to stay tuned for more. This is Virusrahl. Peace out.